rental into a stylish home can have its challenges, but we've got some great design solutions on how to upgrade your rental on today's SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra. Here in South Florida, there are a lot of rental options, whether it's long-term, short-term, or even vacation rental. Today we're going to take a look at ways to elevate apartment living, making both beautiful and functional spaces. Today we'll take a look at ways to maximize the function of your spaces with dual-purpose furnishings, use easy-to-clean finishes throughout the space, ways to beautify small spaces, and so much more. So here we happen to be in a vacation rental that I designed for a client of mine. But when it comes to tips for all rental apartments, everything we're going to discuss today can be added to that. So in this space, this was completely renovated by the homeowner before getting it staged and ready for rental. So what we did here, we wanted to maximize small space living. So behind me, you'll see we started with a sleeper sofa. This is a one-bedroom rental apartment, so kind of adding that additional bedroom for flexibility when there are guests is a really important part. So this pulls out and becomes a queen-size bed. So what we did here is this is a nice lightweight ottoman, so it's easy to move, and it also brings in the green color that I kind of wanted to throw in throughout. It happens to also be upholstered in a vinyl. So a very durable material. So this way it can function not only as an ottoman, but as a cocktail table with a tray on top. And as you notice, I wanted a continuous color throughout. So green happens to be a big trending color right now. We're also by the beach, so we wanted it to feel very serene and a little hint of coastal. Now, a great tip if you're thinking about where do I start for the color palette. A good choice is to start with your biggest piece of furniture. Here it was the sleeper sofa. Then to bring in the colors, we pulled from the artwork, and this lamp was another piece that I found. So I had different shades of green to work in all the way down to the accessories. Now behind me here is a big functional piece. This obviously serves as somewhere for the TV. Often in rental units, you may not want to hang the TV on the wall, so this way it's easy to move and it's right on top of this large piece of furniture, which also has plenty of storage. So here we chose to maximize the living room area because there is a sleeper sofa. So where is the dining space going to be? I added in a small 24-inch diameter table. I went with general table height. If I went with bar height or counter, I wouldn't be able to use the chairs as dual purpose. So when you go with a regular height table, no matter how small, you get the option to simply bring this right in and add a side chair in the room. So it's a great way to give, we're talking about in smaller spaces, dual purpose furniture. When you have furniture that could easily be convertible, you're always maximizing your space. Now behind me here, I did feel like the space needed a wallpaper. I think every space could benefit from a little bit of wallpaper, whether it is wallpaper that you're putting up with adhesive or removable wall coverings. There are so many great options of removable wall covering right now. So I did a vinyl wall covering. What's great about vinyl is it's easy to clean and it's easy to maintain. So now I love a little 3D wall decor. So the coral brings in that coastal touch. Now, on the other side, I wanted to accessorize, bring in more of a coastal feel. Honestly, you can change the entire look of a space simply by beautifully accessorizing a bookshelf, a bookcase, or some just wall-mounted shelves. So here, starting with just a very plain bookcase, I accessorized it with items that not only bring in the beautiful green accent in this sort of coastal color palette, but bringing in textures, linen wrapped books, a beautiful coffee table book that's a little bigger. A book stack always looks great on a shelf, grounding it with an object on top, and here this little bit of the beads just simply wrapped around adds a little bit of a pop. Have fun with it. This sort of a well-styled shelf really can have a huge design impact in any space. Window treatments is one of the biggest things that can change a space. And if it is an older unit and the windows might not be floor to ceiling, or they may be older windows, covering them with a sheer is always a beautiful way to create a soft and serene space. When you go wall to wall with drapery, even if your windows aren't wall to wall, it just creates a very luxe and beautiful look. Coming up, bringing in the wow with durable, easy to clean finishes on SoFlo Home Project.
SoFlo Home Project is sponsored in part by Eldorado Furniture. Looking to refresh your home? Visit us online at eldoradofurniture.com or a showroom near you.
I'm Jennifer.
And I'm John with USA Windows and Doors, and today we're in our showroom and we're going to show you different products.
Typically when we come into the home we bring samples, but here you get to see it in person and really get to feel the doors and see how the mechanisms operate. So your front door is the first thing people see when they walk up to your home. We have a wide selection of doors. For example, this door right here.
We have an aluminum door here, dark frame, frosted glass, area handle with a 3-point lock system. We have a lot of different types of glass. This is clear glass with frosted, so you can get privacy. This glass also comes in different tints.
So many homes have sliding glass doors, and what's good about these sliding glass doors is that they're functional. It's not just that they're heavy duty, but they're functional. They slide easily. Another interesting thing about these sliding glass doors is the security feature. Once the two panels meet, this gets activated on here and you have two hooks that will hold this sliding glass door in place.
The frames comes in different colors. You can choose from white to dark, black, bronze. Also the glass comes in different variations.
This may look like a regular door, but this is the Prestige bifold door. And one of the unique things about this door is if you have a nice open wide plan in your home that you want to open up spaces, this is the perfect door for that.
It's a beautiful door. It will definitely protect your home and your family. No one can break in. It's very heavy duty. You can also order it in 2 different tones, 1 tone from the inside, 1 tone from the outside.
If you're looking for a unique option for your home, like this bifold door or any door, here at USA Windows and Doors, we have a variety of doors to help you.
So if you are ready to upgrade your door, call USA Windows and Doors.
Or visit our website at usawindowsanddoors.com.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to share tips on sprucing up your rental. So whether it's vacation rental, short-term or long-term, ways to make it look beautiful. So we're here in East Fort Lauderdale at a beautiful rental property that I helped a homeowner design. In this case, they'd already renovated the kitchen. So since we are talking about rentals, let's start with the kitchen being kind of a fixed thing. So some things you could think about when making smaller space kitchens a little bit more beautified are adding simple things like wall covering. Over here, we added a beautiful vinyl wallpaper on this back wall to add some depth in galley kitchens such as this one. Sometimes having that back accent wall makes it actually feel a little bit bigger by adding that back wall with some depth. Here, a beautiful backsplash tile was added on this side and on this side, which serves as a little breakfast bar. So kind of carving out spaces in a kitchen and creating little coffee bars with trays and mugs like we have over here, and setting up perhaps caddies of sugar and little things. That type of thing just adds beautiful amenities and just makes a smaller kitchen appear nicely organized. So often, even if it's a smaller space kitchen, find that blank wall, add some shelving. Consider adding some cool shelves and an interesting wood or something a little different from your cabinetry to contrast with it. It creates a nice visual, additional storage or area for display, which is always great for decorative items. As you notice, there's not a full refrigerator in this space because it is a vacation rental. So if you don't have a lot of space for that, maximize counter space, add under counter refrigeration and freezer, and you're all set. So we have just seen the kitchen, and now we are in the bath of this beautiful vacation rental apartment. And the bathroom is quite spacious for a 1-bedroom. We've got about a 10-foot by 5.5-foot space. My advice is when it comes to bathrooms, play into the tile color that's existing. Here we have this beautiful kind of taupey grayish. And then go with that tonality and accent with art or towels. So here, keeping it in a neutral feel sort of makes the space feel bigger. So as you notice, even the wall covering used is in a neutral feel. And then on the other walls, we filled in with a vinyl wall covering, which is a great wall covering choice for a bathroom, especially in areas where there's lots of moisture. But there are some removable wall coverings that are a great option as well. A large mirror is always the way to go. Here we installed wall to wall to make the bathroom feel more spacious. It's always great to maximize a mirror in smaller bathrooms. If you can't do an installed mirror wall to wall that's kind of built in, you can go ahead and hang a larger mirror. You don't always just need to do the mirror above the sink. And then of course your countertop accessories are a big part of that. I like to go with that spa feel, so even if it's a guest space like this for guests who are staying at the rental or your own space, small trays, a little bit of greenery, whether it's faux or real, and then some rolled towels, hand towels, and we added a candle here. Added a small pop of green to tie in with the existing color scheme. Of course, if you want to add color, you certainly can, but I'm just giving more general tips to keeping a long-term palette and just updating with small hints of color. Next, more apartment-friendly decorating ideas on SoFlo Home Project.
When it's time to move, it's often a good time to get rid of things that we don't want, and it's a good time to declutter. So Good Greek junk removal comes in really handy to our customers as part of our one-stop shop and total relocation solutions. By getting rid of things that our customers don't need, we're saving them time and money. Good Greek junk removal not only helps you get rid of those unwanted things by disposing of them at the dump or taking them to your local charity, but Good Greek can also help in construction and renovation sites by helping get rid of that debris. So whether you're moving and you need to declutter, or you just need to do some spring cleaning around the house, Good Greek junk removal can help you get it all done.
Good Greek moving and storage, your superhero movers.
When it comes to replacing the roof on your home, there are so many options, from the type, even down to the color. Today we're talking with All American Roofing on how they make the process easier for homeowners and save a little on installation as well. So we're joined today by Susan Manning, the owner of All American Roofing. Susan, welcome. It's great to have you back with us.
Thank you so much for having me again.
Yes, we love educating all of our viewers on things when it comes to replacing the roof in your home. Of course, that is a big investment in the home, so there's a lot that they need to know before jumping into that. And at All American Roofing, you could assist with the process.
Absolutely. We can help homeowners from beginning to end. I think it's really important for homeowners to know that if you have a tiled roof, it can take anywhere from 2 to 6 months.
That is a longer lead time than one would think.
Absolutely. And I know with all the insurance companies canceling everyone or telling them they need a new roof before their renewal date, it's really important for homeowners to be aware that it can take anywhere between 2 and 6 months to put a tile roof on. Now, if you want shingles or metal, or if you have a flat deck, then that runs pretty quickly.
Okay, so much faster process with those types.
Absolutely. As soon as we get the permit, we can start the roof the following week.
Do you stock any types of roofing materials that might make it a faster process?
That's a great question. We do stock that dark charcoal gray flat tile.
Nice modern look.
Yeah, that's the most popular tile. And because most homeowners do pick that now, I keep that in stock so that I am able to do their roofs quick.
Susan, so the most important part of this all is how do homeowners reach you if they're thinking about replacing their roof?
Sure. They can reach us at 954-772-7663 by phone or on the web at allamericanroof.com.
I want to thank you so much. This has been so informative and so educational. Thanks, Susan.
Thank you.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing to share tips on creating beautiful rental apartments. And we're here at a vacation rental I designed for a client in East Fort Lauderdale. And I thought it would be a great opportunity to share tips on creating beautiful bedroom spaces, whether you have a short-term, long-term rental, or even a vacation rental. So the bedroom is one of those spaces that I think is the easiest to beautify with just a few small, simple things. So starting with the bed wall, I always love to do an accent behind a bed. Here I used a linen textured wall covering. This is actually a vinyl. Vinyl wall covering is a great option for any rental type property because it's easy to clean. So starting with bedding, that is one of the easiest ways to make any bedroom look good. If you have a beautifully dressed bed, everything just looks better. So here I started with a very nice neutral headboard. We were working with this and needed to dress it to look cozy as well as elegant. It's that perfect balance when you're designing a great bedroom. I love to always give two options of cover. Why? Because our AC runs year-round here in Florida. It's cold at night sometimes. So the duvet plus the quilt gives you that option. I like it for function, but also for the beauty. Folding it down at the end of the bed, exposing a little bit of the quilt, gives you two different textures and options of color or pattern. Here I went completely neutral. I wanted it to feel very serene. There's a lot of green used in the living room. So the bedroom, there's just a few pops of blue on the corner chair and with a little bit of floral. So I didn't want to go heavy on the color. I wanted it to feel as soothing and serene as possible. I like to do two decorative shams and a long bolster. It's a very easy thing to do no matter what the budget is. Side tables. So another quick tip on making a bedroom look good, no matter where it is. Proportion of lamp height to headboard. Here the headboard is sort of mid-height, so I went with a lamp that's just a little bit lower. You're not going to want to do super tall lamps if the headboard is low. So it's about a proportion. I like to have a nice variety of space. Of course, if your headboard goes to the ceiling, just go with higher lamps. Higher lamps are typically in the range of about 29 inches to 32 inches high, so keep that in mind. It's all about that visual kind of line it creates. Here, did a full-length mirror. Always good to have a full-length mirror somewhere in a space, so we hung the full-length mirror with the heavier stuff. You could do a leaner if you don't want to hang into the wall. I think it looks great where it is. An area rug under the bed is always a nice touch. In this case, I like to run it right in front of the nightstands and then right in front of the bed. So I had enough room here because we did not do a dresser. So area rugs are my favorite thing to add into a bedroom, whether it's in a rental or any space in general. One, because it softens the floor. So if you're in a place where you're not going to put in wall-to-wall carpeting in the bedroom, an area rugs kind of serves that purpose, gives you the softness and coziness of a rug around the bed without adding too much carpeting or expense in that. And I was able to add a bench at the foot of the bed, which is another plus, somewhere to be able to put a bag if you're staying here, or put on your shoes if you're leaving the home. So I love a bench in the bedroom. It's also a great place to put all those throw pillows at night. Now for the window treatments, I did wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling sheers. Again, like I mentioned in the living area, adding that sort of diffusion of soft sheer drapery in a room makes it look dreamy and soft and light. And in here, because it's a bedroom, there's also a blackout shade. Next, we check out more ways you can beautify apartment living in small spaces on SoFlo Home Project. Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are wrapping up our day on sharing tips for rental apartments, whether it's vacation, short-term, or long-term rental. So just a couple of things to keep in mind, especially when it's smaller space apartments. Your seating areas in the main living room is one of the most important things to get that layout just right. And so by adding pieces that are easy to move, such as these chairs, or a nice convertible piece of furniture such as a sleeper sofa or even an ottoman that doubles as a cocktail ottoman. Having dual purpose furniture that's easy to move around is key for maximizing your seating area in the living spaces. Beautify with wallpaper, whether removable or regular wallpaper that is installed, and decorate those shelves. A good way to update any space. Add beautiful accessories, pull in a nice color throughout. And with your bedroom spaces, you want to keep in mind the bedding is everything. A beautifully dressed bed can really make a place look cozy and beautiful, and that's really easy to update in time. And when it comes to your kitchens and baths, accessorizing those countertops can go a very long way, and window treatments, no matter what room, are always key. Well, I hope that you got a lot of great design inspiration from today's episode, but we've got more for you always on SoFlo Home Project. Take a look. Next week on SoFlo Home Project, technology and human ingenuity come together to improve your home and lifestyle with smart design solutions for any room in your home. Thank you for joining us this week, and we hope to see you again next week for another all-new episode of SoFlo Home Project right here on Local 10. And remember, there's no place like SoFlo Home. If you missed any part of this episode, or if you're looking for more design inspiration, make sure to check out all episodes online at SoFloShows.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram.